guys, welcome back to the channel. So for this video, I'll be showing you how I made this Jon Bernthal Punisher using a McFarlane base. The heads are by gonzstudio on Cults 3D, all printed using Resin 1 SP64. The jacket is the custom Bane Jacket that you can buy from eBay. So this Captain Boomerang body has a big hole in the chest and back. So I initially wanted to fill it with some milliput, but I didn't want to wait a couple hours for it to fully dry. So I thought, why can't I just fill the hole with super glue and spray the Instaset so it's solid right away? And yeah, I was onto something. It worked right away and I did it in about 2 minutes, and then I can sand it right away. I tried to dye this coat, but it did not work. So I think because it was more like fake leather, kind of plasticky, so it did not stick to it. Alright, so I'm just doing a light coat matte varnish before I paint so it sticks better. Now I'm just airbrushing everything with golden so flat, thinned with Vallejo airbrush thinner. So when painting flesh tones for the head sculpts, I usually use the Vallejo premium color flesh tone as base. And then I do a second layer of a mixture of the flesh tone and dark ochre. The darker the skin tone, and the more dark ochre that I put in there. So I'm just trying to paint some bruising and some blood to the face. Not really an expert on this one, so I'm just learning as I go. So I have just been mixing layers of violet, red, and darker brown. Tip when doing something like this is to apply a layer of Mr. Super Clear to the head sculpt after adding the flesh tones. So at least if you make a mistake when adding the bruising, then you can just easily wipe it off with some water and Q-tip without messing up the base coat. Check out my beginner head sculpt painting video here. Then after watching that, check out more videos by other artists so you could learn more advanced techniques. I have to admit, I still struggle a lot with painting head sculpts, especially when painting real people, because you have to paint the eyes and the eyebrows right to get the look right. Really helps a lot to have a sculpt with amazing likeness like this one too. There's tons of great artists on Instagram that you should check out if you want to learn more. So it's I'd say Phoenix Force Creations, Podong, Darko Customs, and JCM Paints, just to name a few. So just trying things out here. I think what I'm doing of adding a wash first before the actual paint works better if the hair color is brown or anything lighter, because with a black wash you'll be able to see it better. But what I'm doing here is that I did a brown wash and then I covered it up with black paint, so it just kind of overpowered it. So I think with the black hair, best thing to do is to just do a dry brush of lighter color, of like blue or white, to add like a shine to the hair. So I decided to keep this part here to show you that there's always room for improvement. Before doing customs, I had no art background. I have very limited drawing skills, as you will see. So freehanding this skull using a paintbrush drove me nuts. So yeah, I probably spent about a good hour and a half doing this one until I gave up. Almost gave up, but then I tried to manually draw skull outline first using a Sharpie, and then that worked so much better for me. Luckily, Orbus 22 made a Punisher vest a long time ago, so finally got a use for it, and it's much easier to paint the skull on this one. So to dirty it up a bit, I added some black wash, and for the blood spatters I used the Citadel Blood Angels Red. Since the Rit dye didn't work, I had to airbrush the coat black, and I say it worked pretty well. I am now just adding some clear gloss to the eyes and mouth, then I will be sealing all of it with some Mr. Super Clear Matte. Alright, so here's the final assembled look of the Jon Bernthal Punisher. Yeah, I had fun doing this one, and I hope you did too. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!